What if you are traveling in the future deep beneath the waves? Let's imagine you are traveling on a floating train or a highway. Sounds crazy, right? But it will happen in the future. Underwater megaprojects are an exciting example of this. As the world develops, we witness things that many people in the past would never have even considered possible. A lot has changed in architecture as well. Buildings, tunnels, floating trains, and many other things can now be constructed below the Earth's surface. Nevertheless, plans for future underwater projects are already being built, or some have already been finished. So what are the underwater megaprojects? Let's find out in this video. Hello, and welcome to Building the Future. In today's video, we are going to talk about the most extreme underwater megaprojects in the world. But before we continue, just take a moment to subscribe to our channel, Building the Future, and hit the notification bell for more amazing videos just like this one. Without further ado, let's get started on today's video. Our specialists have explored most of the surface of this planet, yet there is still a lot about our surroundings that we are unaware of, especially regarding what might be below water. This deals not only with objects that are submerged, but also with things underneath. It should be no surprise that underwater ruins are waiting to be found, since there is so much about the ocean that we still don't understand. The beautiful thing, though, is that many increasingly like living by the sea to experience underwater beauty. Because of this, certain countries are currently building some great projects. Building on the ground might be challenging, but building underwater has unique difficulties. Installation on water requires using materials that can endure several challenges, such as water pressure, corrosion, and erosion. Construction firms are prepared to use various construction techniques to produce magnificent underwater constructions if they have the necessary materials. Therefore, building underwater refers to inventive ways to operate around water and designing things that can resist it once construction is done. Around the world, there are hundreds of underwater structures, including research facilities, housing facilities, and even nightclubs. Despite their diversity, these buildings all share the same trait. They were all built with tremendous architectural, technical, and construction innovation. The outcomes range from extraordinarily useful, like the Transbay Tube connecting San Francisco and Oakland, to breathtakingly beautiful, like the underwater rooms at the Atlantis Dubai Hotel. Here is a list of upcoming underwater megaprojects that you may look forward to in the future. Historically, the eastern regions of China's mainland have had less economic and infrastructure growth. About $1.56 billion was spent on the tunnel, on which construction started on January 9, 2018. The group responsible for building the tunnel claims that intelligent technology and automatic steel processing equipment were employed to ensure no sewage or dust discharge. The two-way tunnel, which has 6 lanes and is 17.45 meters wide, was built using approximately 2 million cubic meters of concrete, according to the official news agency of China, Xinhua. The tunnel ceiling has been lit with vibrant LED lights to lessen driver weariness. It serves as a substitute highway for travelers between Shanghai and Nanjing, the capital of Jiangsu. The Taihu Tunnel will connect several towns and regions in the Yangtze River Delta. In China, the Yangtze River is the biggest. The tunnel would reduce travel time by half between Wuxi's lakefront neighborhoods of Mashan and Nanquan in southern Jiangsu province and improve accessibility between Wuxi's urban core and Yixing. The Jiangsu province's capital, Wuxi, might be a significant region because it has long been a bustling economic hub and a major export center for goods like rice, silk, and textiles. It has also developed over the past few years into a significant trading hub for solar technology components, software, and electrical motors. 2 bores, each 17.45 meters long, make up the tunnel's 43.2 meters in length. According to Lai Baoji, project manager of CCCC Third Harbor Engineering, the most significant engineering challenge has been seepage-proofing the tunnel, which extends up to 20 meters into the lake bottom. The contractor created an advanced, real-time monitoring system for pouring concrete and developed creative techniques for processing concrete of the highest caliber. These practices are being promoted by the Jiangsu Transportation Engineering Construction Bureau as a seepage-proofing standard for such tunnels throughout the province. To safeguard Taihu Lake's ecology, the contractor has made considerable efforts to reduce dust and noise pollution. To do this, the contractor runs an enclosed concrete mixing plant, uses trucks that are friendly to the environment, and swaps out gasoline pile hammers for hydraulic ones that are less noisy. Have you ever considered riding a train beneath the sea? The same goes for it from Dubai to Mumbai. World records set by the UAE continue to astound everyone. The UAE has achieved success practically everywhere, including retail, theme parks, stunning architecture, culture, and booming tourism. Here is groundbreaking news, which makes the situation for passengers even more exciting. Your excitement and enjoyment began when you first arrived in Dubai. It will now start even before you set out on your journey. The UAE is advancing technology even further by investing in intelligent tunnels. The UAE has always believed in investing in making dreams come true. The United Arab Emirates is planning to develop a high-speed rail that will start in Mumbai and most likely terminate in the city of Fujairah, which is only 1 hour from Dubai. The cost of the tickets is anticipated to be very reasonable for middle-class people as well. The tunnel's design is based on a well-known technology for offshore buildings, submerged tunnels, and floating bridges. Two curving concrete tubes that will be buried beneath the Arabian Sea's surface could make up the floating underwater tunnels. Attaching these undersea tubes to pontoons that allow ships to pass will stabilize them. These tubes will be positioned deep enough to stay out of the water's way and the elements. The tunnel will be watertight, able to withstand hydrostatic forces, and resistant to salty seawater. Because there will be little air resistance within the tunnel, trains will move at incredible speeds. In a record-breaking 2 hours, the entire distance of almost 1,862 kilometers will be traversed beneath the Arabian Sea. The train will likely travel this distance at a speed of between 600 and 1,000 km/h, which will undoubtedly surpass the speed of an airplane in terms of speed and advanced features. Despite being stunning, Norway's west side is made up of 1,190 fjords, which makes traveling along the country's coastline extremely challenging. It takes 21 hours and 7 ferry crossings to travel from Kristiansand in the south to Trondheim in the north. The Norwegian Public Roads Administration, NPRA, has suggested building the first underwater floating tunnel in the world, which would be submerged in the Norwegian Sea. The construction is expected to cost $25 billion, or roughly 19 million pounds. The tunnel is one of several recommendations made by the NPRA for improving the Route E39 coastal roadway. This floating underwater tunnel would consist of two 1,220-meter-long concrete tubes sunk 20 meters beneath the Norwegian Sea's surface. Although a tunnel like this one has never been constructed before, a British patent for construction, like it dates back about 100 years. Underwater tunnels could cross the fjords between Kristiansand in southern Norway and Trondheim in the north. Driving underwater would be equivalent to driving through any other tunnel. The tunnels would enter the bedrock underneath either side of the fjord. The submerged tubes would be stabilized either by cables attached to the ocean floor or by being attached to floating pontoons on the water surface. There would be large spaces between the pontoons to allow ferries to pass. The NPRA is also thinking about building a 3,700-meter-long suspension bridge, double the existing world record for a bridge's length and 3 times the length of San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. The towers at either end of the suspension bridge that broke all previous records would be 450 meters tall, or roughly 150 meters higher than the Eiffel Tower. Sognefjord is the first proposed crossing connecting Oppedal and Lavik. According to Wired, the crossings will be available in many of the country's fjords by 2035. Building underwater structures is now achievable in ways previously thought impractical because of human creativity. Cities that float, are submerged, or are located on the ocean floor may soon become a reality. Why did the UAE and Indian governments collaborate on this large-scale underwater project? Well, one thing is for sure. Trade connections between India and the UAE will improve steadily, as will tourism. The underwater high-speed rail between Mumbai and Fujairah will be a unique type of attraction if the conceptual efforts acquire solid form. So let's wait and watch how this tourism fantasy plays out. Which megaproject do you love the most? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you have enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts down below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Building the Future, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.